Hi everyone, it's Alex from Risk Academy, and this is yet another video in my ANTI-ERM series dedicated to rebattling and giving you an alternative on some of the most common misconceptions, as I believe them to be in risk management. So here's another response to the video done by David Hilson, the risk doctor, and he answered the question, what are the core competencies that risk managers should have? And his response was basically around there needs to be a balance, yes, obviously, but also he talked a lot more about having the facilitation, coordination, communication, change management, and all the other soft skills. And I obviously have a completely different view on that topic, mainly because I have seen hundreds of risk managers who are amazing communicators, really well presented, can talk non-stop. Most of them have the grey hair to support the non-stop conversation, and they're wonderful at engaging with the executive and the decision makers. The only problem they have, most of them, is that they have zero mathematical skills, as in they can talk about risks, but they can never quantify the real risk exposure. And that means they're talking about opinions, feelings, and perceptions, which are most likely not true. So they're talking about some things that everybody's talking about in the risk workshop, and they can talk about it really well. Well, the challenge with risk workshops is that there's a huge probability that the thing most discussed has actually nothing to do with the real risk exposure, because that's not how human brain works. We actually tend to ignore most of the most significant risks because our brain is not capable of quantifying the real exposure. We're not capable of running different thousands or hundreds of scenarios. We're not capable of understanding how multiple factors interact and so on. So the chances are most communicators are really well at communicating the wrong thing, the wrong risks, the wrong challenges, and they don't have the actual skills, the technical skills to support that. Now that is an easy answer, but of course I've been in risk long enough to realize that that's actually probably not true. And to give David credit, I mean, he's been in risk probably 2.5 times, sorry, I took a moment to calculate, not 3 times, but 2.5 times longer than I have. And he's seen the cycles, and that's how life works. Life works in cycles. And I think the reason he talks about having the soft skills as the primary core competency is because he went through the waves of the development of risk management, and he probably seen a lot of risk managers who have been technically strong and very bad communicators. So they couldn't get the message across. They couldn't get they couldn't communicate the significance of their findings of the risk analysis to the decision makers, so decision makers ignored them. So the natural response in the human brain is that, well, then we have to become better communicators. Interesting, I kind of entered that development cycle of risk management at the different stage, where for me, all of the technical risk managers kind of gone, and now all of the risk managers are communicators with no technical skills. So I think we're experiencing high technical, poor communicators, then excellent communicators, poor technical, and then we're on the verge of the next cycle. So hopefully, the next cycle will be back to basics, back to math, back to understanding probability theory, back to understanding the neuroscience and the background behind cognitive biases, back to understanding decision science and what is meant by decision quality and how to integrate into decisions. So I'm sure life goes in cycles, and we will get there. But it's interesting to see how the older generation, and this is not just David Hilson, this is a lot of people who I spoke to. The older generation talks about the need to be a better communicator. For them, that being the answer. Well, for me, the answer is still maybe naively. For me, the answer still is technical skills, because I've seen a lot of communicators who have nothing to contribute at the board meeting or at the executive meeting, and that just made me feel very sad. So obviously David is kind of correct in saying it's all about the balance. I personally believe right now, at this stage, with so much effort dedicated to softer skills, I think we're missing a lot of harder technical skills, because the average risk manager that I meet online, on LinkedIn, or at the conference, or that come to our training, both in Russia and overseas, are nowhere even close to be technically competent to be a risk manager. So for me, the immediate priority, while the soft skills are very important, immediate priority is get your math right. Understand how modeling, how decision-making works, so you can integrate risk into decision-making. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts. Do share underneath this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the Risk Academy channel on YouTube for 300 more videos like that. Thank you and goodbye.